teaches challenges in influencing education policy and reform. Good morning, dear students. Today, we're going to explore a powerful topic: how teachers like you can also influence education policy and reform. Yes, you heard that right. Not just teaching in classrooms, but also shaping the future of education itself. And trust me, this is not just theory. This is about your potential to be change makers. But before we go into that, we will have to see the challenges that teachers face in policy influence. Now, let's be honest. You and I both know teachers face many challenges when trying to influence policy. So let's talk about the three big ones. The number one is lack of representation. Often the people making big decisions about education, what to teach, how to teach, are not teachers. Yes or no? Now imagine a cricket team being picked by people who have never played that game. That's what happened when teachers are missing from committees. There's this one teacher from a rural school in India who always wanted to add a local folk story module to the curriculum. However, no one in the committee even knew about those traditions. Why? Because she was never included. That beautiful cultural learning was lost. Secondly, we have bureaucratic hurdles. Oh, the red tape. Teachers have ideas, so many great ones. However, the process to get approval is so long that many teachers give up. It's like planting a tree, but the gardener tells you, wait 2 years for permission. Then we also have the third challenge here, and that is limited training. We teach well, but no one teaches us how to influence policies. There are very few workshops or courses to help teachers understand how to speak in the language of policy makers. So, no matter, even if you are a very good teacher, if nobody knows how to speak in the language of policymakers, it will be very difficult for teachers to influence policies. So, without this training, we feel like fish out of water in a meeting room full of suits. Then we also have additional challenges in policy engagement. These are also called hidden challenges. Now, what are these hidden challenges? The first one is the resistance to change. This is how we've always done it. That one sentence has stopped more progress than anything else. This is how we have always done it. I think you must have also heard about that. A friend of mine tried to introduce digital storytelling in a small town school. But the principal said, no, books are enough. The same books, same methods for 30 years. Guess what happened? The students remained disengaged and innovation was buried under tradition. Then we also have time constraint. Teachers are superheroes. However, even superheroes need time, isn't it? With classes, grading, managing students. How do we find time to attend meetings, write proposals, or do research? This is the problems, the challenges that many teachers are facing. A teacher finishes schools at 3 o'clock. Then what? Check copies of students till 5, 6 o'clock, handles their own kids, and by night they have no energy left for policy matters. These are the problem, the challenges that teachers are facing. Then we have also to build capacities in order to overcome these challenges. Remember the first slide, what do we say? We're talking about teacher influencing policies. So, what we have to do, we have to build capacity to overcome these challenges. So, let's break this down. The first one is training on policy literacy. Teachers must learn how policy works. There are simple online courses, webinars, even YouTube channels that teach the basics. So if teachers know the game, they can play it well. Secondly, it's teacher networks. So for you future teachers, you have to think, you have to start thinking of joining a teacher group on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram. That could be the start. Unions, associations, and even informal groups help teachers' voice become louder. Alone we whisper, together we roar. The third one is policy, research, collaboration. So, here, what do we do as teachers or as future educators for you all? We have to partner with universities or education think tanks. Let these universities, let these education think tanks help you with data, help you with reports, and also in writing policy briefs. There's a group of government school teachers where they collaborated with an educational NGO. You know what happened in that particular group? Their ideas were published and then adopted. We have another strategy, and that is strategy for wider impact. So, what is this? We're getting equipped, isn't it? So, let's look at some of these strategies. The first one is public awareness. The public must know how valuable teacher inputs are. So, therefore, as teachers, as future educators, what you must do, speak at parent teacher association meetings, write in local newspapers, or even just talk to your neighbors. If you explain why reducing class size helps children better, I think parents will support you and then the system will listen. Then another strategy is digital advocacy. Instagram, X, LinkedIn, YouTube, WhatsApp. These are not just for entertainment. They are tools. There's a teacher who shares 1 minute videos about classroom challenges. One video went viral. The next week, an MLA invited her to speak at a conference. You see, that's the power of digital voice. We all know that teachers are education system backbone. Now listen very carefully. This is very, very important. Teachers are the backbone of the education system, not just supporters, they are drivers of reforms. Teachers shape minds, they improve practices, they understand the classroom better than any minister. Their active engagement ensures that education does not become stale but becomes progressive, modern, and meaningful. NEP 2020 and teacher leadership. Now let's look at NEP 2020, the National Education Policy. This particular policy clearly says teachers must lead the change. It wants an education system that is inclusive, which means an education system that welcomes everyone. It also wants an education system that is dynamic, which means that should adapt with time. It also wants an education system that is effective, which means an education system which produces results. Who can do that better than a teacher? This policy is not asking teachers to just teach, it is asking teachers to lead. So, as future educators, you're not just part of the system, you are the heart of it. So, dear future teachers, you will have to remember this. A teacher is not just someone who teaches, a teacher is someone who leads, inspires, reforms, and fight for better. You're not powerless, you are essential. And yes, there will be challenges, but every time you speak up, every time you try to change things, you are not just helping students, you are changing the world. Before we end, let me leave you with this. The best teachers are not those who only prepare students for exams, but those who prepare them for life and shape the system that teaches them. Let's be those teachers. Thank you.